Testing, testing.
I'm bored. I'm hungry. There's no food.
You're gonna have to figure it out. I can't help you right now.
No food. Mom. Mom. Are you still not feeling well?
I don't feel good at all. And I have to do a Zoom right now. And
Mom, Alex isn't here and I don't know who's gonna take me to Paula's.
I just told her to come. What time are you supposed to go?
5:30.
I can take you. You'll be a little late though, okay?
Late?
Yeah,
When does your Zoom end?
at 6.
6?
We'll see if I even go that long.
Can I ask Paula if I could come a bit early? What is your Zoom like right now?
Right now.
Can you call Alex to pick me up?
I just did.
She on her way?
She hasn't answered me yet. Hey everyone, it is lights, camera, action time. We're about to go live where I'm going to share with you the elegant sales pitch that we use to land 80% of our high paying clients. So if you want to learn all about it, hop on. This is just going to be a 60-minute Zoom and we're going live now. All right, let's do this. Even though it's just me. That's cool, right? That's cool. I need to back up my camera. I think I'm so close to the camera that it's like, whoa, like in your face. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right. Okay. I want to know who is here. Who is here to learn how we use an elegant sales pitch to land 80% of our high paying clients? Who's interested? Raise your hand. I want to hear you. Are you in the house? Let's see. Let's see. Who are my peeps that want to get those high paying clients using our elegant sales pitch? All right. And this elegant sales pitch, you can use without having any experience. You can use this without spending any money on ads. You can use this without being a salesperson. I'm just going to go live here. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let's do this. We're going to go live in Facebook. So it's not just me talking to myself. Hello, post, please. Bam, live video. Welcome to our mini training where you are going to learn the elegant sales pitch to land all right, whatever. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, it's a Friday night. What's going on? I've got you here. I've got two cameras going. So I'm going to be looking here. I'm going to be looking here. It's all good. It's going to be so much fun. All right. Today, I am sharing with you a mini training on where you are going to learn our elegant sales pitch. This is the elegant sales pitch we use to land 80% of our high paying clients. And you can do this without any previous experience. Isn't that cool? If that is interesting to you, I want to hear you say yes. Raise your hand and say, yes, that is interesting to me. All right, cool. Now, not only will this elegant sales pitch help you land 80% of your high paying clients, but you can also do this without having to be a salesperson and without having to sell anyone on the phone. Can I get an amen? Oh my gosh, is it just me? I hate making sales calls. Can we talk about fear? Like stage fright. And I'm a dancer. I'm okay with performing and being on stage, but you tell me to pick up the phone and talk to a stranger and try to sell them something. No, thank you. Terror, complete terror. You know that feeling like first day of school, you're the new kid in class and you have to and you're late. You know the feeling, right? That's how I feel when I am on the phone making sales calls. So that's why we created this elegant sales pitch. All right. So I'm going to teach this to you. Here we go. Don't forget, by the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you a secret link to where you can download this transcript of everything I'm going to show you today. But you have to watch this live to get the transcript, to get the link. So stick around. I promise you it will be worth your time. Okay. Now I know there are distractions around us. But the strategy I'm going to share can change your life. So I don't want you to miss a crucial step. So please make a commitment to stay focused. Now, I know I look like I'm not focused because I'm looking here, I'm looking here. I have multiple cameras going. We're going live on Zoom, we're going live on Facebook. So that's why I'm looking back and forth. Okay. But I want your focus. Stay focused with me. Can you do that for yourself? Close out of whatever might be distracting you, shut down your emails, turn off your cell phone. Give me your complete attention for less than an hour. Okay. Promise you this is going to change your life and help build your business. All right. Now you're probably wondering, who am I? Who am I? And why am I qualified to teach this topic of elegant sales pitches and landing your high paying clients, right? Well, here's my story. I am a mom to 5. I have 5 kids and I am married to a farmer. And how many of you, when you were picturing your life, as a kid, and it was like, yeah, I was going to have this great house, this white picket fence, kids bouncing all over the place, their friends in and out, like life was going to be good. Life was going to be comfortable. I was going to take my kids to Disneyland on the weekends. Like the things you imagined yourself doing as a kid, right? You know where I'm coming from. Well, I had the dream, right? I had the family, the beautiful family, the husband, the job. We had all the things, right? And then I found myself one day standing in line at a government office applying for assistance. And I was like, how did we get here? How did we get here? I don't want to be here. There has got to be something I can do about this. There has got to be. So I decided right then and there that I was going to step up to bat. I was going to step up and try to help my family's financial situation. I was going to do whatever it took to help my family make ends meet. It was do or die. My feet were being held to the fire. There was nothing my husband could do. The season had ended. The harvest had been a flop. We had to wait until the next season, right? You can't expedite Mother Nature. So I had to step in and do what I could do. And the first thing I did was I knew I had talents. I knew I had skills. I knew I had abilities. Therefore, I knew I had the capability to make money. I just didn't know how or what. So, when you were a kid and your parents put you in lessons, like all the lessons, right? I swear I did everything. I was in swimming lessons. I was in dance lessons. I was in gymnastics. I was in diving lessons. I was in Highland fling lessons. I was in sewing lessons. I was in all the lessons, right? How many of you as kids were in like all the things? Or is it just me? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, from that experience of being a childhood athlete, being in sports, being involved in different things, I knew the first thing I needed to turn to find if I was going to learn a new skill or try to succeed at a new thing, the first thing I needed to do was what? What do all athletes do right out of the gate when they want to get better at their skill or learn a new skill? Yeah, they hire a coach. They hire a coach. Yeah, that's what they do. So you know what I had to do? I had to find a business coach. I didn't even know they existed. I had no idea. So I happened to meet a friend at the gym who was talking to me about her business coach. And I was like, oh my gosh, can I talk to her? She was like, yeah, sure. I'm like, awesome. So she put me in touch with her business coach. And her business coach said, all right, cool. You want to start a business? That's cool. Great. So what is it that you can see yourself doing for the next 10 years? And I was like, oh, snap. I don't know. What can I see myself doing for the next 10 years? I had to think about it for a hard minute. And then I realized, you know what? I've always been really good at organizing. It has always come really easily to me. It is something I have been doing for a long time, helping other people around me organize. And I thought, why not? Why not? So I said it out loud. I was like, well, I'm really good at organizing. And hold on. All my kids just got home. Hold on. I'm live. All right. Sorry about that. So she said, absolutely. There you go. There's your business. You're an organizer. And I was like, cool. All right. I was pumped. I'm excited, right? Then I was like, hold on. Who am I to just wake up one morning and be like, hey, everybody, hey, world, I'm a professional organizer, hire me, right? I was having major imposter syndrome. No one knew who I was. We had just moved from the farm to the city. We were in a new area. We didn't know many people. I was like, who's going to hire me? What the heck? So you know what I did? I built a reputation online, and I did it without having to talk to anybody. I did it without having to spend a lot of money because I didn't have any. And guess what? All of a sudden, people were hiring me to organize their homes. And not only that, they were hiring, I was getting into the $1 million homes. I was working with my ideal clients. So I had to go from imposter to professional. And it had to happen fast because I needed to make money so we could put food on the table. And I learned how to do it. I learned how to do it with like no budget. So the processes I've learned have been effective. I've been able to save my family financially. And then I turned around and I said, well, maybe I can help somebody else do this too. So I tested it and I helped somebody else do the exact same thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, this works. This works. So I have to share this with you. Okay. So I've had my online business for 2.5 years. That's it. And in those 2.5 years, like under 3 years, I have become a regular writer, contributor in a magazine about home organizing. I have built a podcast. I am now a podcast producer. We are almost on our 100th episode and we are growing by the day. And then I have my business, my organizing business, right? That we are growing a team right now and we are expanding that. So now I'm here to share with you what works. All right, now I want you to know some truths before we get any further, because I don't want this to be a waste of your time. Is that okay? Is that cool? Is that cool if I share with you some truths that I need you to understand before we go any further? Yeah? Cool. So let's start. Truth number 1 that I need you to understand. Most people think that selling is doing something to someone, but in reality, it's doing something for someone. Let me say that again. Most people think selling is doing something to someone, but in reality, selling is doing something for someone. All right, I'm going to tell you a story about my daughter. My youngest daughter, Ada, she loved to do lemonade stands. She loved to do lemonade stands. Do you remember when you were a kid, in the summertime, it's hot out, not much to do, and you wanted to make some money? What would we do? We would make lemonade stands, right? Remember asking your mom to get all the stuff out for you, and you'd be mixing the lemonade and you'd be getting sticky everywhere, and you get out the big red plastic cups, and then you'd get out your paper and your marker and you'd write a sign, and a lot of times you'd misspell, so you have to cross something out, but you didn't have any more poster board, so you just had to make it work. Remember those days? And then you go sit out on the corner in the sweltering heat of the summer in hopes that somebody would come by and buy your lemonade, which probably wasn't any good anyway, because you've been sitting out there for so long, the ice had already melted, so your lemonade was probably lukewarm and watered down. You remember those days? They were the best, right? Well, my daughter was doing her lemonade stand, and she was experiencing the same thing that we did as kids growing up with our lemonade stands. She was not getting any traffic to her lemonade stand. And you know what? I sat there and watched her. I was sitting behind the door. I had the door cracked so I could watch her from the house. And I was watching her to see what she was doing. I was kind of snapping pictures like, oh, cute. They're doing their little lemonade stand. And you know what? She didn't stop. She was not satisfied with just sitting there and hoping people would come to her. She got her pitcher of lemonade and her stack of cups, and she started going door to door, asking if people would like to buy a glass of lemonade. I was shocked, first of all, that she had the courage to do this, and then that she had the determination. So here she went with her big old pitcher of lemonade sloshing around and her stack of cups, and she went door to door down our street to ask the neighbors if they wanted to buy a glass of lemonade. And you know what? I kid you not, in less than 20 minutes, she came home and had already made like $10. And all she really wanted to make was like 5. So she had reached her goal and then some, and in half the amount of time. And that taught me a lesson. It's like, wow, that takes determination to reach her goal, to make it happen. And not only that, but can you imagine being on the receiving end of that? You open the door to some cute kids that have a glass of lemonade they want to offer you. How nice is that to have the lemonade stand come to you? I mean, that's awesome, right? So how many times are we at it, selling the lemonade, going door to door, offering something, doing something for someone? You know, we just made it easier. We brought the lemonade to you, right? Because selling is serving. And that's what she was doing with her lemonade. She was serving the people on our street by taking them the glass of lemonade. All right. Now, when I first started this whole world of being a business owner, I thought, you know what? Let's just do an MLM on the side. I'll sell makeup on the side to help make us some money while I'm getting everything together business-wise for the organizing. So I was trying to sell like skincare. And I remember feeling so uncomfortable trying to get people to buy this amazing skincare. And I chose this skincare line because I use it and I love it. And it is so good. So I thought, sure, it'd be easy to sell something I love. But when I put myself in that salesperson position, it made it so awkward and so uncomfortable. But how many times have you been to a new movie? How many have you have seen the new Spider-Man? Or was it Batman? James Bond, the new James Bond. How many of you have seen that new movie? Or you've tried out a new restaurant. You have a new restaurant opening up down the street, and you've been like one of the first ones there. You're so excited to try it because they're giving out free breadsticks for the first week it's open. And you went and tried it out, and it was so good. It was so good. The breadsticks were just like hot. They served them hot, and they were soft, and they were like perfectly seasoned. They were so good. And then the food came, and it was just amazing. And then what do you do when you go home after having such an incredible experience at a new place or experiencing a new thing or watching that new movie? What's the first thing you do? The next conversation you have when somebody says, how was your weekend? What'd you guys do this weekend? You tell them all about the new thing, right? I just had this amazing dinner at this new restaurant, or I just watched this really cool new movie. That we're doing it all the time. And you know what? We're selling. When we're sharing things that we love and why we love them and how we found them and what they're doing for us, we're actually selling. We are actually selling like all the time, because selling is serving. So how many of your friends would actually kind of be annoyed with you if you found something really great and really cool and it was really improving your life and you didn't share it with them? Wouldn't they kind of be annoyed with you, kind of bugged, like, hey, why don't you tell me about that? Right? That's because selling is serving. All right, now how many of you have been to a timeshare presentation? Like, I know we all have, right? The timeshare. Now, when you hear the words timeshare presentation, you almost get like an immediate like pit in your stomach and you're like, no. Why? Because it left such a bad taste in your mouth, right? I remember our very first trip. We were so excited. My husband and I were so excited. We had lots of babies at home and we were finally going to leave the babies at home and take a trip. We were so excited to go to the beach. We were going to Cancun. We were going to dip our toes in the ocean and lay in the warm sand and feel the warm sun on our skin and relax while we're sipping those pina coladas, right? We were so excited. So we arranged for all the babysitters, everything to be taken care of at home so we could go on this awesome trip. How many of you have been on a really cool trip that you've been like planning and preparing for so long and you're just like, it's here. We are so excited. I remember I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. Even once we got to the hotel, like I could not sleep in. I woke up with the sun and I'm like, let's go experience this ocean and this beach. We've got to take advantage while we're here. I was so excited. And you know what happened? We saw an ad in the lobby of our hotel. Free lunch if you listen to this timeshare presentation. And I was like, that's cool. You know, we were on a budget. So my husband and I were like, let's do the free lunch. That would totally pay for one of our meals. Then maybe we could afford to do something else. Like we were all in. We were all in. And they said it will only be a 60-minute presentation for your free lunch. And we're like, sold. Sign us up. So guess what? We did it. We went and we got the free lunch. And we realized the free lunch was very mediocre. And then we had to go into the sales presentation. And it was not a 60-minute presentation, my friends. It was 4 hours. 4 hours. I remember sitting there, and as every minute passed, I was just getting more and more angry, more and more frustrated, looking out the window, seeing the sun starting to like set, like we just lost a full day of our vacation. I was so upset. I was like, was that free lunch worth losing an entire day of our precious vacation? No, absolutely not. And that's why now we have such a bad taste in our mouth when it comes to selling, especially timeshare presentations, right? Right? But I want you to know that selling is serving. I want you to say, I am serving. Tap yourself on the chest and say, I am serving. Because selling is serving when done right. When done right. All right, cool. So Point number two, truth number two that I need you to understand is that price points, most people think that the price point is the most important part of the sale. But I need you to know that is not true. That is not true. Now, I want to tell you, when I started to lose my hearing, I was desperate to find something to help me hear better because I was young. This just happened. This just happened. I still had kids to raise. I still have grandbabies that I need to hear. And I was losing my hearing. And I was not okay with it. My hearing was so bad. It was about, in comparison, it was about the hearing of an 80-year-old. That's what my hearing was. And after years and years of wondering what to do, how I can fix this, doctors would say, yeah, we don't know what's going on. My dad, of all people, he said, oh yeah, well, I had this procedure done on my ear because we have this hereditary condition in our family where your stapes bone calcifies and it won't vibrate properly. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So the very next ear appointment I had, I told the doctor, I was like, hey, do you think it could be this? And they were like light bulbs went off and they were like, yes, that's exactly what it is. And I was like, oh my gosh, sweet. So you're telling me you could fix my ear? And they're like, yeah. In fact, the instant we do this procedure and we put in a prosthetic stapes bone, you'll be able to hear it perfectly. And I was like, sign me up. Yes, please. And at that point, I was like, I don't even care what the price is because my hearing, to be able to hear again, to not have to say, what? Could you repeat yourself over and over again? And that social embarrassment would go away forever, was worth whatever they wanted to ask. I was willing to pay. So I want you to realize that the price point is not the most important part of the sale. To me, it was being able to hear again. That was the most important part of the sale. All right. Now, my husband and I had been married for like 10 years at the time. And we had there's like a mosquito. We had this mattress. Okay, I have to tell you about this mattress. My husband, bless his heart, bought this mattress when he was probably 24. And he had bought it and said, I am going to save this mattress for my future wife. So when we get married, we've got this great new mattress that we can sleep on and move into our new house together. So he kept the plastic on this mattress for years. Oh my gosh. Because he didn't get married for several years after he had purchased this mattress. So when he marries me, he rips the plastic off this mattress and he's like, here, we've got this new mattress. I've been saving it for you. And we slept on that mattress for 10 years. 10 years. I can't even tell you how disgusting this mattress was. And by the time we were ready to get a new mattress, we had to. We just had to. Could we afford it? Not really. But we absolutely needed to get a new mattress. And in fact, when we took the mattress out of the house and threw it out onto the side of the house, it disintegrated. That's how bad it was. It was horrible. So anyway, we're going to the mattress store. We're shopping for new mattresses. We're so excited. We're going to get a new mattress finally after 10 years of marriage. And they tell us the price of the mattress. And I was like, oh, there's no way we can afford that. There's no way. And then the salesperson said, what is the price? What is the cost of a good night's rest to you? Is it worth spending $10 a night to get a good night's rest? To not have neck pain or back pain anymore? because your old mattress wasn't properly supporting you? Is that worth about $10 a night to you? To have better health, better longevity, to wake up more energized and fully rested in the mornings? And I was like, yes. Yes, it is worth $10 a night. And so, bam, we were sold. Instantly, we were sold, because price point is not the most important part of the sale. The most important part was better health, better night's rest. That was the most important price point. All right, now your competition is going to tell you what to charge, right? I have so many people come to me and say, well, I'm not quite sure what to charge for my services. So I'm looking at my competition and I see that they're charging this, so I'm going to charge a little bit less. No, my friends, your competition should not determine your worth and your value. Your competition should not be creating the financial future for you and your family. Why are you letting somebody else set the standard for your business? Why? Why are we letting the competition tell us what we should or shouldn't be doing with our own business? I want you to know that you are enough. Say, I am enough. I am enough, because what I have to sell is more important and more valuable than what the competition says. All right. I want you to say, I am enough. I am enough. All right. Now, line number 3 that I need you to really understand. A lot of people say it's the amount of stuff that you offer has to do with the sale. The amount of things you are offering have to do with whether or not you're going to sell something, right? Wrong. How many of you, Christmas morning, can you remember as a kid just being so excited, right? You've written your letter to Santa. You have the list of things that you really hope you're going to get. It's Christmas morning, and you couldn't sleep the whole night before because you were so excited, and you're going to go downstairs and see what Santa Claus has left you. Do you remember the feeling of just being so excited? You can hardly wait. You have your warm, fuzzy Christmas jammies on. You're smelling the beautiful candle, or we always had wassail or like apple cider on the stove simmering. So we always had this wonderful smell of like orangey, appley. It was so good. Just the smells of Christmas, to see the twinkling lights on the Christmas tree, and then to see all the presents, right? You know how exciting that was as a kid on Christmas morning. So you get downstairs and you're ripping your presents open, right? Well, in our house, we couldn't. We had to do it one at a time. So we could all see what everybody got and be like, oh, cool, that's so great. Your turn. Like, we had to take turns. It was so hard as a kid because you just wanted to dive in and rip everything open. But at the end of the day, you've got all these things that you've opened, right? From grandma, from grandpa, from neighbors, from teachers, from cousins, from friends. You have all these presents that you've opened. And then you find yourself only really playing with one thing. Have you noticed that? You really only find yourself playing with that one thing, because it's not about all the stuff that you're offering in your sale. It's just about the one thing, that thing you wanted the most, right? Okay, speaking of Christmas, I bought myself a Christmas present this year. I finally got myself a set of Cutco knives. And these knives are not cheap. And these knives are something my husband thought were ridiculous, that I did not need. So I bought them for myself without saying anything to him. And when I got this package in the mail, I was so excited to get these knives. And I was like, I'm just going to slip these knives in the drawer, just replace the old ones. No one has to know. It's all good. But with the knives, I remember I got like a free apron and a free towel and a free cutting board. And I was like, cool, these things are awesome. But they had Cutco written all over them. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to hide these. I can't use these around my house because then everyone will know that I got these really expensive knives. So, or think of the times when you're getting all the extra things and you're just like, I don't need them. I don't need another cutting board. I don't need another apron. I don't need another dish towel. And so you just kind of set them aside. They sit in a shelf for years to come and they really don't get used because it wasn't about all the things and all the bonuses. It was just about the one thing, the knives, right? That was the main event. I wanted the knives. So I want you to know that it's not about all the other things in the offer. It's just about the one thing. All right. Now, in this market that we live in today, this day in this world, we are living in a market, we are consumers, right? We are absolute consumers. And how many of us love to stay up late night? Sometimes we can't sleep. We turn on that TV and the QVC channel is on. It's always on, right? We love QVC because they're so good at selling us. And then they throw in all the bonuses and the offers and the wait. If you order now, you'll get, right? And they throw in all these other things, which are great, but you really are sold on that one thing, that shark vacuum, because it will suck up not only Cheerios, but it will suck up the spilt milk from breakfast, and it will get up all the dog hair off the carpet. So you want the main thing. That's all you're focused on, because you don't need to offer everything in the kitchen sink. All right. Say, I don't need to offer everything in the kitchen sink. I don't need to offer it all, because you really don't. The sale is not about offering more and more and more. All right. Now, the last thing I want you to understand is that magic words will get you the sale, right? Everyone says that. If you just have the right words, you'll get the sale. Wrong. So wrong. It is not a magic formula. It is not a book of spells where if you read them word for word, automatically you will get the sale. That is not true. We all know the big speech, Martin Luther King's speech, right? I had a dream. Now, can you imagine if somebody else had just picked up the script to his talk and just read it, said, I had a dream that we would all, can you imagine the impact it would have on the world? Probably none, right? Because it wasn't in the right circumstance. It wasn't the right situation. It wasn't the right person giving the speech. You wanted someone who had been there, who was experiencing it, who was in the trenches, who knew there was a better way. That's why it was so impactful and still is to this day. All right, now, how many of you remember as a kid when you'd hear the word, what's the magic word? What's the magic word? You want to go to your friend's house? You want to ride your bike down the street? What's the magic word? You want ice cream after dinner? What's the magic word? And we'd have to say, pretty please, can I go to my friend's house? Or pretty please, can I have an ice cream cone? Like, those were the magic words to get us anything we wanted, right? Or so we thought. Because there is no genie. There is no genie. You're not rubbing the lamp saying, Genie, I wish for blah, 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 blah. And then you'll get it. No, that is not the case. Because you don't need a magic spell. You do not need a magic spell to make a sale. You don't need the magic words to make a sale. So I want you to say that. Say, I don't need it. I don't need a magic spell, because you don't. You don't. So what's selling all about? Well, selling is about helping people with the thing that they already desire. All right. So listen to this. Say you're at a steakhouse, right? So you know people are hungry because they're coming to the steakhouse, but you go up to them and you offer them a steak. Are they going to say no to you? No, they're not going to say no to you because they're in the steakhouse. They want a steak. So it's the same thing here. So how do you get someone to believe that you are the thing that they want? So the formula that we use, the thing we use to recognize the value that we are worth, is a process that I call the 5-figure formula. That's the thing. How many of you would like to learn the 5-figure formula so you can elegantly land your ideal clients? That is the elegant sales pitch that we use to land 80% of our high-paying clients. It's the 5-figure formula, where I have 5 very specific steps that we go through to position yourself as a leader in your industry, as an authority figure, as someone who is known, liked, and trusted, and so many other things. So how many of you would like to learn the 5-figure formula? Right? Say me. Say me. Yeah, I would. All right. All right. Cool. Cool. So I can teach you how to do this, but you're going to have to buy a ticket to my masterclass. That's what I'm doing on January 15th. So if it's okay with you, I want to go over a special offer that I've created for you to help you implement the 5-figure formula. Is that okay? Is that okay? I have slides. I don't know how. Maybe I can just hold up my phone here for everybody on Facebook to see this. But I want you to see, all right, I want you to see what's next. You see that? So what's next? Here we go. If you buy a ticket today, you are going to get 60-minute private coaching, which is valued at $500 an hour. It's our best and most successful clients have asked me personal questions and have gotten breakthrough results. This is your time to network with other successful business owners like yourself in this private exclusive session for VIP ticket holders only. You will also be getting the ultimate guide to branding, and it's a workbook. So you can get a standout brand for your business, which is a very cool workbook we have put together. I'm also going to give you the Client Keeper Planner. It's a complete step-by-step organizational planner of your upcoming tasks, consultations, projects. You can keep it all organized. Use this planner to map out your day, your week, your month, or even your year. I'm also going to give you the Fortune Formula template. This is a copy and paste format. So you have your bookkeeping done right from the very beginning, and you can easily manage all your money that will be coming in. Okay, if that's not enough, I'm going to give you my contracts, my polished contract template. So we've consulted with attorneys. We have made this the perfect contract. And this is the exact outline for a contract that you can use. It will protect you and your high-end clients for every project. All right, now all of this, if you attend my Attract High-Paying Clients Masterclass with a VIP ticket. So you're getting all these things, the 60-minute private group coaching session. You're getting the ultimate guide to branding book. You're getting the Client Keeper Planner, the Fortune Formula template, and the polished contract template. And all of that is valued at $1,938. All right. I know I'm giving you a lot, but I wanted to over deliver. So if you want to visit this website, attracthighpayingclients.org/VIP, you can sign up and get a ticket. But I'm not going to charge you the $1,938. I'm not even going to charge you $997 that we will sell for retail. I'm not even going to charge you $297. And that's what probably most of you were assuming I was going to charge. But because you're here today, I'm going to give you a very special price of just $97. $97 to get a VIP ticket to the masterclass where you will learn my system for my 5-figure formula. How does that sound? How does that sound? Now, I want to know if all this did was give you financial security, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? If all it did was give you back more time to spend with your family, would it be worth the $97? If all this did was give you pride in what you've accomplished, would it be worth the $97? How about if all it did was let you fire your boss, would it be worth it? Or if all it did was give you confidence to quit your 9-to-5, would it be worth the $97? Well, I want those of you that are here today can get all of this just for that special price of $97, but you have to purchase your ticket now. So I want you to open up a new tab and I want you to type in attracthighpayingclients.org/VIP. And you will get all of this for $97. All right. This offer will expire. It will expire at the end of tonight. So I want you to take advantage of this. We are having the masterclass. It is a 4-hour masterclass, and you are going to learn so much. You are getting 3 years plus of information crammed into 4 hours. You are going to walk away with so much information and knowledge to apply to your business immediately, because we want to see you succeed in business. All right. You guys have been great. Thank you for being with me tonight, and we hope to see you on next week. All right. Take care. Bye.